Gosia. Do not ever underestimate the power you have, as individuals and as a collective. Amidst greatest challenges, you are the weapon, the only weapon they fear. Stand brave and do not fear. Look the oppressors in the eyes and gather the fire to stand up against them. Everything depends on it. On your fire to stand your ground, to resist and rise. Do not ever give up. Enough is enough. The victory is not guaranteed, nor certain, never is. But we do not rise to win, but because we want to stand against those who subdue us and abuse us. Do not let them. The fight is far from being over. It will cost lives. It will mean more suffering, but don't we all die anyway? Choose how you wish to die. Fighting for what you know in your heart to be correct, or buried under the comfortable blanket of ignorance and surrender. No one said it was going to be easy. And no one said we will win either. Detach from the expectations and outcome. Do what you can. Unite. Put aside the differences and focus on the goal, retaining your humanity, dignity, and spirit as a human race. Believe in yourself as a collective, now or never. Join up with others. Organize initiatives. Learn how to protect yourself. Do not give in. Never give in to the ones who think they can play you like puppets. Do not get distracted with promises of help coming from outside. Promises of help coming from those who govern you. You, the people, are the power, the weapon, and the solution. We are it. We are the ones they suppress. And we are the ones they know they can suppress no more once we know who they are, what they do, and who it is we are. They use us, abuse us, mistreat us, deceive us, and we have had it. Stand firm in your convictions, firm in your center, firm in what you know is the truth. Do not sway. Know that you are not alone. We are legions, and together we form a collective, a single entity. We are the only weapon we can use, and the only weapon they fear. Join forces, support and inspire one another, and march on unmovable against all odds. Know that you count, that you matter, your voice and actions, because of who you are and what you stand for. You are important. You are essential. So wipe your tears and fears and know that you will be okay. That as long as your essence, your consciousness is alive, and it will always be, there is nothing no one can do to destroy you. You are immortal, and you are feared. You are the one they fear the most. Your creative essence, your questioning spirit, your unwaning drive to know the truth and be awake. You march on because this is what you declared to bring into this world. Your mind, your values, your truth. You march on because you are not afraid. It matters not how strong the enemy might seem. So are you. And they only seem strong because we are not fully aware that we are stronger. Enough of that. We are the force. You are a brave, immortal soul who is here on earth at this time because deep down inside you know and you do not fear. Reclaim that sovereignty. You are source and nothing can move you from there. Nothing and no one can ever undermine and change what it is that defines you. This is who you are. Fearless and incredible entity of never-ending might and beauty. Just because you exist. Just because you are. Do not ever doubt that. That's what they always want, that you would. But those times are over. We doubt no more. We know who we are. Why do you think they try to get rid of us so drastically? Because we are feared. Because we are a threat. Because it is them who are afraid. So rise for once and for all. They are nothing next to who we are. This is the moment to show them and to show to yourself your full strength. If we do this right, this could be the most magnificent moment in the history of the human race. Fight on. Use all the might, fire and light you carry inside and put it to use in whatever way you know how. This is an opportunity like no other to revolutionize life on this planet. Take part and push on for freedom. We can turn the tide. So do not fear. March on with dignity, utterly fearless, utterly unshaken, beautiful, utterly you. Remain you until the end, no matter what, because you cannot ever be anyone else but you. That is what they fear, and that is all you will ever need. YAZHI. You are living very hard times, especially with regards to information. The regressive forces you are battling hide truth among lies. They not only censor information, with an even greater attempt to remove and control it all, but they also use as their primary weapon to bury what they cannot suppress or censor in countless other pieces of information that looks like the one they are trying to suppress or remove. That way, the greater public cannot tell what is truth and what is a lie. So you are simply suffering from a very real information overload, where it's just about impossible to discern truth from lies. So, as I have always said, please do the work, as no one can or will do it for you. Research and learn all you can about the most important subjects in your life, in order to make up your mind about what is truth and what are lies. But you must do it refraining from only listening to so-called experts in whatever field, no matter how far such a field may be from what you feel is your expertise or your frame of possible understanding. Those who ask you not to listen to others because of any number of reasons seek to control you, seek to control your minds, your lives, and your very soul. Whoever asks you to blindly believe in whatever they impose, no matter how good a reason they have, is basically negative, because they are suppressing other pieces of knowledge you need to make up your mind about reality, your reality. All information in general and in theory is good for you, even the lies, even the garbage, only within the frame of any given time. And this is where you must see what to listen to or read. But the more you know about everything or about any subject you are researching or that concerns you, the better, including the garbage about it, because it's all part of that subject and you must be aware of it. And from that space of responsible knowledge, you must trust yourself to be wise enough to be able to filter out what serves you as truth. Because as things are on earth nowadays, it is impossible to discern truth from lies when researching controversial subjects. And nowadays, controversial subjects are basically of life and death transcendence. Having said all this, know that the reason why we've been giving you heavy information regarding subjects that basically spell bad news is because no one is telling you people this side of things. So it's up to us on this side of the Van Allen belt, and basically up to me mostly, to give you all I see from here. It is not the absolute truth about the matter, mainly regarding the Federation and the linked subjects, but it is my truth, as I share with you what I see from here, from my personal point of view and with my personal experience. What I am telling you here is what I see, and no one can say otherwise, because this is me, and this is my interpretation of things from my point of view directly here, sitting on a starship. It is up to you and you alone to decide what serves you, but I will never ever ask you not to listen to other people. You are in for the fight of your lives now, because of all what is happening on earth nowadays. But hear me, and hear me well. No one is coming to save you. It's even too late for those who have taken the papaya shots, so no coming to me to argue that the Federation is about to come save you. Always just around the corner, never happening, never ever coming to your rescue. No one will rescue you people, not politicians, not religious leaders, and certainly not galactic federations. Governments and religions won't, because they are not meant to do that. They are the ones causing the problems, not solving them. All they want is you to be more dependent on them. They are causing the problems to sell you the solutions. And the Federation, on the other hand, will not go to your rescue, because that's not how they work. I've been trying, doing my best to describe, to tell you all how the Federation works. and it's an extremely complex situation and complex dynamics and interactions. But know that the Federation has not been invaded or infiltrated by any negative forces. The Federation is not negative either. I do not see it as a negative institution or as one that is working against humanity. The Federation simply is, as it has always been. But some things in it, as seen from the lens of what humans need nowadays, of real human needs and wants, yes, can be viewed negative, as I have done my best to explain in other messages. As seen in history, as observed by other events in the past, what occurs today is nothing new for the Federation, nor is it a especially terrible thing. It is only terrible because it is happening to you all now, today. And that is what is important to us all here today. I need you to evolve and to open your eyes to know that what people are telling you about Savior is nothing more than another level of mind control, of manipulation over you. What the ones in power want you to do is to do nothing at all, because you are feeling too diminished to even bother thinking that you may amount to causing any change in the world. The mission of every awakened soul there now is to take ownership over their lives before it's too late, because you are in for the fight of not only your lives, but of your species. In all this confusion, there is only one person you can fully trust, and know that he or she has your best interest at heart. Only one person who can decide what to do next and what is truth for you. That person is you, and you alone. From the soul level, the stellar level, starseed level, this is the nature of the dynamics of what is going on Earth and what is expected of you, to take ownership over your destiny in spite of all adversity and all obstacles, because those are mind obstacles, mind only. No power, no money, which in itself is another form of power, resides in your mind and in your creative ability. Another big mistake you should remove from your minds is the notion that waiting in high frequency of thought and denying the existence of problems is the way to elevate your frequency to rise above all your problems and hardships. Although this is accurate in higher realms of existence, on Earth, and it is Earth what concerns us here, you need to both hold high frequency of consciousness, mind and thought, and also take action with whatever opportunities, big or small, that may be at your disposal at any time. I say that because I see over and over again that in spiritual communities they are pushing the idea that holding a very high frequency is enough to dissolve problems. And that is simply not so on Earth. If they do that, nothing will get done. What the negative forces controlling everything there want is to stagnate people into waiting for others to do the work for them. Research. Listen to everyone who you feel may hold something that you need or that could be useful to you. Then be responsible and wise, and with the best information available to you at any given moment. Then you take active action towards the direction you need to go, and at the same time holding a high frequency of thought in all the meaning and in all the definition of holding a high frequency. Research, then thought and discernment, then action under high frequency. The only ones holding the key to solving all the problems of Earth are you, the people, as I have so done my best to describe why. Remember, you do create your reality, both individual and collective, through your thoughts and actions. I know and I realize how hard that is to see as true, but it is true, and it is probably the most set in stone law in this universe we are all in. It is now or never. It is the fight for your life and for your species. And I am not being negative because I am telling you this. I am being utter realistic. Someone must tell you this, the hard truth. And if it's me, then it's me who must tell you. You must do whatever you can now, and I mean now. Join resistance groups. Make a new one. Move your lawyers and medical doctors. If you are alone, then just watch your corner. Do not bash yourself for what you think you should be able to do and for whatever reason you are not being able to do at this exact time. Don't expose yourself. You are the awakened ones, and you are more valuable than gold for your species, for your communities and your families, be it that they share this knowing with you or not. Because I am well aware that for most of you, it has been close to impossible to even start to convince your close friends and relatives about what you know is going on. And you all feel alone and misunderstood as well as miserable. You are not alone. There are many like you all over the world. I know it is hard, but it is a test of pure character. This is not the time to set down your guard. This is the time to set yourself in a battle mode to save yourselves. Even if all you can is save yourself, that is a lot. Do whatever you can, and do it now. This is a warning. You are running out of time. All you must do is protect yourself and at the same time develop mass disobedience. That is the way to change the collective unconscious that is generating all this mayhem on Earth. You can win. No negative future is set in stone, and you are many awakened ones. You must say no to whatever is hurting you in your power and in your right. Large fights, even wars, have been won by a bunch of highly trained soldiers that have had to face larger forces where they have been outnumbered by more than 20 to 1. This concept is called asymmetrical warfare. This is how small combat elite groups work, such as Russian Spetsnaz, British SAS, and American Navy SEALs and Delta Force, where small groups of 4 to 8 people, sometimes as small a force as one Special Forces soldier, has faced greater forces and succeeded. Not all is lost, and the future is not set in stone for you. nor is it for the earth at large. You are perfectly capable of achieving great things. All you need is to work towards the desired direction with the best knowledge you can get and trusting yourself, believing in yourself. If we fight, it has to be because we want to, not because we expect any results. We can't even know how much we are causing effects, if any. We can't even know how many people look at our stuff. So we must go on, because that is what we feel we must do, for our souls, or whatever corny reason we may make up. But if that is over, if that is not what you feel, then no use going on. We've done our part for king and country, as the British saying goes. Enough is enough, unless it's not enough. I continue because I have this inner drive that makes me fight and ignore the odds. Even against unbelievable odds, you can win. All you must do is keep pushing and pushing, fighting and fighting, even when everything is grim. We don't say nice things. That's why so many don't like us. We are not into love and light and giving people false hope and treating the symptoms once again. Too many do that already. We are about the bloody truth, even if it hurts. And it hurts to know what is going on and not be able to say it. That's why I keep on. Because of who I am. Not because I can win. But that's just me. I don't want to drag people into the fight again and get them hurt or killed like in 1532 and in 1330 BC and like in 50 BC and so on. I don't do this alone, and I cause people to get hurt because they follow me like an army and soldiers die. But we all die anyway. It's not about dying or not, but about dying well, with a meaning. I am a lioness. I'd rather die fighting than being submissive. I use people as a weapon. People are a weapon, the only one. It's people standing up or cabal wins. We need to do this for our sake, not for an impossible objective. We fight for our integrity. To say, yes, I was on earth when all that happened. I was there, and I fought against all that. And they did not break me. They can stab me, make me explode, burn me alive, whatever. But I am still here. And I am not broken.